Hi everyone, I am continuing the challenge, the 31 days challenge, and I'm moving up to 18. Share one of the new things that you learned about tarot in the last year. I gotta tell you, although I've been doing it for a little while, I truly learned how helpful it can be using more than one deck during a session with a client. And using that second deck delineated in the parts, in the major arcana, and keeping the different suits separately. I'm really shocked at how I just had this idea, this theory that if a person was having a difficulty with some sort of circular type of thinking, some sort of a belief system that they kept on having that was pushing them in the certain future where either they didn't want to go, likely, or in a way that they were hopefully going to continue to go, and if they wanted motivation to continue going that way, I had this really cool idea, and it's ended up working out really well for me to separate. You know, I had this big deck that I pulled out in the other video to separate all the different suits and the majors, and depending on what kind of inspiration or what sort of mantra that they wanted to move, like the session, leaving the session and you know, going out into daily life so that they can remember one thing to sort of keep them on their path, to sort of help them understand what didn't work in the past. I would have them choose. I would explain. I actually have signs. I should have brought in the signs to say it, but it has like like the emotions above the cups stack, and I'd say, what is it that you would like to be more consciously aware of whenever you leave? Like, what's going to be your emotional mantra? And then I would have them just pull out, just say the cup suit, shuffle it up, pull one card, and we would have this really cool, like an oracle type of reading of that card, that there's one thing whenever they're self-conscious, whenever they're doubting themselves, whenever they get locked up in the same type of situation, they can remember this one card. And I just found that very helpful. So I'm going to say that I learned how helpful that it is to separate a second deck into the different parts, the majors and the four suits, so that and so that your clients, my clients, whatever, yours, hopefully yours too, because it's a really cool way to work, can have one card to remember whenever a particular issue comes up for them. That's going to be my 18. That is my number 18. We're going to just continue on. We're only at 2 minutes long. 19, share which tarot deck out there gives you the heebie-jeebies. And I've been watching a lot of your unboxings. I've been watching, I don't know, dozens and dozens of videos just showing me so many decks out there that I'm completely impressed that there's so many out there and that you guys are actually using them on a regular basis. It's very, very impressive. But honestly, I have not found one yet that I say to myself, I would not use that, and I don't know why. To me, that's a heebie-jeebie. I just don't want to use that. Haven't found one yet, but I'm going to keep on looking, and I'll keep you posted if I find a video or a video with a thing that's just like, I don't know why you're using that. I'm going to make a mental note, and I'll let you know. That's number 19. Number 20. And we'll probably stop after that. Number 20, share one tarot myth you used to believe and why you stopped believing it. This is good. I truly thought, this is when I started tarot a while ago. I remember I was learning it with my brother-in-law, and we thought, for whatever reason, probably just being new, that there was one way to turn over your cards after you shuffled them. We were so confused. We looked at so many different resources that whenever you have the cards in front of you like this, or like this, do you turn them like this, or do you turn them like this so that they don't get reversed? And I can remember, shamefully now, really, just being stuck on that for such a long time, because, you know, in our minds at the time, you know, depending on how you turn it over, it's going to be how the deck is, you know, how the card's going to read, right side up or reversed. And why I stopped believing that, thank heavens, is because I got into sort of like the quantum sciences, quantum physics, you know, the chaos theories, and the idea that really it really is like quantum mechanics, that until you observe it, it's all possibilities, which is why I no longer have a certain way that I shuffle. I shuffle all kind of different ways, and sometimes I turn the cards this way, sometimes I turn it this way, because until you see it, It is all possibilities. It's like that Schrodinger's cat, a thought experiment, you know. I'll just stop after this, but it's that mental thought experiment that if you had a cat in a box and there was a timer, and after the time was going to go, either poison was going to let in the box to kill the cat or it wasn't. And so what quantum theorists and these people that like to study these type of things, what they have surmised is that there's 3 different states. There's alive, there's dead, and there's both. So until you actually see the card, depending, it doesn't matter how it comes up or how you flip it or how you turn it or how you shuffle, it doesn't matter. As long as you first observe it the way that it is, it's in all states just before the moment that it gets turned over. So basically the card is every card reversed right side up until it's observed. It's sort of like this quantum field, this non-locality getting very, very local at the moment you observe it. It's like the cat is both alive and dead at the same time until you see it. So I chuckle every time, because I can remember being there whenever I'm talking about tarot, and they're like, well, how do you do it so it turns out right? And I just hopefully I explain it to them as I did to you, and hopefully you got it. But that's a myth. I used to think that there was some sort of Harry Potter spell to way to do your tarot cards, and if you did it wrong, you would completely get wrong information. You know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing all of yours, continuing to watch all of yours. All right, bye.